What's up everyone, my name is Joey and in today's video we will be discussing the new play to earn game called Microbuddies and basically determine if it's worth an investment, probably not, for you or even me, okay guys? The reason I make these videos is to create awareness on bad projects as well, okay guys? Because I genuinely believe that we need to dig through the trash in order to find the gems. So that's why you will see videos on projects that I personally believe you should not invest in, and also of course the gems that I believe will be a great investment personally. Okay guys, I'm not a professional investor by any means, but it's just my opinion. And if you're interested in only good exciting upcoming project, guys, go to my playlist and find the good project playlist, okay guys, because there basically all the projects that I think are interesting and that I invested in will be listed there, okay guys? But Microbuddies, it's not interesting, and let's just dive straight into it in why I believe this is not a interesting project, guys, because their description says extract, replicate, kill, spend GOO or GOO or GUI, however they want to pronounce it, produced by your microbes to craft rarer microbes who produce even more goo and build your goo empire. So, like if you could spend goo on real life assets, that'll be nice, okay? Because now there is a utility to use your goo. But if there's not, and if they did not create the infrastructure to use goo for like very beneficial things like food or whatever, maybe they should have partnered up with local restaurants or whatever, if that's not there, then why would you be interested in gaining goo? Yeah, maybe it's worth a few pennies and you can create a few pennies with your friends. I mean, if that's the thing that you're looking after, then go ahead and invest in all these shitty ass NFTs and NFT gaming projects, because usually when they're new and when there's a certain new hype around it, you can earn a little bit of money, guys. You can also create multiple accounts and, be active all day long on these NFT staking games and work for a slavery wage, because that's usually what happens, because you need to do a lot of work and, logging into your accounts, do the work, stake your NFTs, log back out, log back in 1 hour later, do all the work, log back out, etc., etc. Like, if you want to do that, be my guest, okay, guys? But, I like to think big. I've been doing that for the past 5 years, and for the last 3 years, I've been very profitable with my tactic or strategy, or basically my identity as an investor. So I don't want to invest in these type of small games, or I don't want to look after the potential of small return, okay, guys? I like to intend to think big, and I want to invest into the next big thing, okay, guys? The next game that everyone will be playing and everyone will be hyped up about, because that will happen in the near future. There will be a game on the NFT blockchain that the majority of the gamers will be playing, okay, guys? I absolutely am certain on that. And if you bet right, then yeah, you can be very, very profitable, guys. Just like the investors back in the days that invested in Uber or Microsoft or Amazon, you name it, and all these internet companies, right, guys? That's basically the same philosophy that I follow. But this is not really interesting, guys. We can look through the different type of screenshots. But yeah, it doesn't really say a lot. I want to look at their website. And the thing is, there's not a lot of going on, because you buy a microbe or a microbuddy and then you can replicate it in order to find a rarer microbe, or yeah, microbuddy. But that, like, how interesting is that, guys? Especially with the artwork that they use, because I'm almost 30 years old, okay? I'm highly interested in NFT gaming and, overall cryptocurrency and the blockchain, okay? And I believe that the target audience that are overall interested in NFT gaming and cryptocurrencies overall is between, like, let's be a little bit conservative, maybe between 20 and 35 years old. I believe it's around that range, okay? So males between 20 and 35 year old. I think that is the target audience. And when I look at this ridiculous BS, I do not see that they meet any other target audience than my 5-year-old nephew. Okay, so I think that is wrong, and I've been seeing this for the couple of weeks already with plenty of these type of projects, guys. Because why on earth would you invest in creating a NFT company and then make your characters look like this? It's absolutely mind-boggling. It's ridiculous. It looks absolutely awful, and I have no clue who the type of people are that are ending up investing in these type of projects. I want to know who they are. Like, hey, are you investing in these type of projects? Please, just have a chat with me, because I would like to try to understand the psychology behind the people investing in these type of projects, because I cannot see further demand other than then maybe earning a little bit of money by the potential of maybe flipping your initial investment. Okay, guys, by if you're early, if you mint some Genesis Microbuddy, and with the thought like, hey, if I mint one of these Genesis zero NFT Microbuddies, maybe I'll be able to flip them a week post to my investment. I think that is the sole reason why people would be even considering in investing in this project. And the problem with that is, guys, if it's not a long lasting approach, and therefore I believe that this project will fail, because I studied the same mechanics and I have proof that this happened with a lot of these kind of projects, guys. What usually happens, and it's true, like maybe the first initial like couple days of a launch, you can flip your asset to another person that is also willing, or that see the potential in flipping the same exact investment that you just flipped. Okay, if that makes any sense. So you purchase an NFT, you flip it to one person that is also only there purchasing your NFT in order to flip it to the next person. So it's some type of a pyramid scheme, but more likely a domino system, right, guys? Because if you're somewhere at last, then yeah, you will lose. But if you're early and if there's enough hype around the project, then yeah, you can earn a little bit of money. But it's so risky, guys. And usually it's like doubling your investment. It's not really interesting because you have to risk a lot of your capital in order to have like 50% profit. Whereas if you invest in one gem that has good utilities, good gameplay, and a very ambitious team, then hey, your profit can be way greater than that, and it will be way more stable than that as well. So yes, I really do not understand why people would invest in this type of project, guys. There's not a lot of going on, and even if there was something going on, look at the NFT artwork, guys. I don't want to bash the project too much because maybe they are serious people working on a project. They're very ambitious, and this is their baby, basically, that I'm just bashing right now. But like, it's not appealing. Like, at least if you come up with an idea, if you come up with a simple NFT project gaming idea, at least work a little bit on your assets, like make them look interesting for the target audience, which I believe is the average male between 20 and 35-year-olds. That's what I personally believe. And are these type of graphics interesting to the target audience that I just named? I don't believe so. The only demand will be, like I stated before, that you believe maybe, hey, if I'm early enough, I can flip this investment to another person, and that's where the trouble starts, guys. So very risky overall, but nonetheless, let's look at the trailer, guys. I already watched this, and it's really childish, guys. It's like I'm being talked to like as if I'm a 5-year-old. It's really ridiculous.
Convert your Nano Factory token into one of 2,500 Generation Zero buddies to start your empire. Replicate your buddy at the Replicator to create some Generation 1 buddies. Roll for new, more powerful Generation 2s at the Genetic Recombobulator. You extract the goo your buddies produce to pay for replications. When there's too many of us to count, you can start killing us in exchange for 1% of the goo we've produced over our lifetime. Send goo between your buddies and others at the Buddy Exchange.
Yeah, and there's nothing interesting in the GOO token neither, guys, because there's no utility for the GOO token. You can't use it anywhere. If I could pay my Tesla with GOO, yeah, hell yeah, I would get some micro buddies, right, guys? But that's not the case. It's just a gimmick, really. They just want to sell you guys NFTs, and that's my opinion. That's what I believe, okay, guys? So yeah, Microbuddies game is live. There's not really a game live, guys, because when I tried to find some gameplay around this game, there was nothing going on. Just, yeah, nothing basically. A button that you can replicate your body, but that's it. There's no game there. At least I couldn't find it. If you know more information about a real game, then please, feel free to make me more aware about a potential game that is out there. But I couldn't find it at all, guys. Now, there is a team available, and that was the only good thing basically that I could find around this project, because there is a team with full faces. I like this. They're not hiding themselves behind a pseudo character, and that's what I like. Also provided with LinkedIn hyperlinks, guys, and they're all working on the same company, and the company that they all work for is Via One Services, which seems to be some sort of marketing company where they provide marketing and rebranding and branding services for other type of companies. So I'm not exactly certain why they would be jumping on the NFT market. Okay, it doesn't really makes any sense in my personal opinion. So yeah, it only proves the idea that they're only jumping on the NFT bandwagon in order to make a quick buck, because they see it as well, guys. They see every single ridiculous NFT being sold out there. So they think like, hey, we can do the same. We can also create ridiculous looking NFTs and sell them and make money. So that's basically what I believe. Use your skill to replicate and create unique NFT microbodies that produce goo. Where our beginners are interesting, they say they want to explain something regarding the game. This replicator, this is where you can replicate microbodies into the next generation. It's just clicking a button and then it replicates. Like, what is the game, guys? Please tell me. As you advance your goo farming skills, you may want more control over the replication process. Use the genetic recombinator, or GRC as they call it, to lock in an enhanced replication for your microbody by locking in or swapping out selected traits. Basically staking, guys, the goo extractor. It's not a game. Like, stop calling this a game. What is the gameplay then? Because if you claim to be a game, I want to see gameplay going on, and there's no gameplay or game mechanics whatsoever within this so-called metaverse or universe to be found. Now, I found another trailer and it's just so childish and cringe, guys. Like, I am absolutely mind-boggled that there are people out there investing in these type of projects, and therefore I just feel the need or necessity in order to just call it BS on my channel. Okay, maybe and hopefully there was one person that is watching this video that wanted to buy Microbuddies and then digested his motivation on why he's actually doing that. Because if it's just for the potential flip, but you don't necessarily believe in the team and their game and their overall gameplay and universe, then it's probably a bad idea to invest, okay guys, in my personal opinion. Now let's take a look. Now here the cringe starts. My goodness.
A fun new game where you collect cute, lovable microbes that produce cryptocurrency based on how well you craft our traits. If you head over
It's
to
so
the replicator
cringe.
in our game world, you can...
It's so crazy. Do you like? Yeah, you already know it by now. Okay, guys, look at this. Just like, who is this tailored for? If this is not for my 5-year-old nephew, then who is this targeted to? Because it's not targeting me, and I am absolutely certain it is also not targeting you. And what do you and I have in common? We are both interested in NFT blockchain games, so they're missing their target audience completely, and that's the issue that I'm having. And their gameplay, there's no game. They also don't do anything
like
unique.
cryptocurrency, you'll need to use the goo extractor to...
It's so I'm gonna stop this, guys. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous with a capital R. Do not invest in this project, guys. You will lose your money. I can't say guaranteed. It's just my opinion. In my opinion, you would definitely lose your money. I can't see another option or another outcome than that. Okay, like, even if they thought about a very simplistic staking mechanism, even if they did that, why didn't they did a little bit of work into understanding the target audience of the NFT blockchain gaming niche or market? I don't understand, because if you make very beautiful cybernetic or Dragon Ball Z type of characters, then maybe it would be a little bit more appealing, especially to me, and I can only assume for the other people as well. But this is tailored for children, guys. It's not tailored for anything else. It doesn't make any sense. There's no gameplay going on. There's no game at all going on. The only demand they're focused on is the hype, guys. It's, you know, the fact that maybe you can potentially flip your micro body. And I already have proof of concept on a lot of projects that a lot of people lost money, guys. And I tried to warn them. I tried to went into these communities and tell them, like, hey, listen, guys, it's probably a bad investment. I would personally stay away. But they just kicked me out. They laughed at me. They even bullied me. And then, you know, I only had to check a month or two later, and everyone was screaming that they lost their money. Okay, guys, I've seen it happening numerous of times. And I just want to warn people out there. Okay, guys, just invest into gems, because even gems are risky in itself. But if you really go far, you might as well just hit the casino, put all your money on red, and then flip your investment that way, guys. I think you will have more chance into flipping your investment that way than investing into micro buddies. But that's just my personal opinion. Okay, guys, I really hope that I will be able to find a gem one of these days, because I need a breath of fresh air. Okay, guys, I need a good project with a good dedicated team that has a project that appeals to me and that I can invest in, because my capital is waiting too. Of course, I already have projects that I'm highly invested in, but I still have some money to put into a couple projects and a couple gems. So hopefully we will find that we can do the investment process together with you, because, you know, that's important to show the process as well. Small video about micro buddies, guys. My approach would be staying away, but always do your own research. That's the most important aspect of my channel, guys, because remember, be a leader in this space and do not be a sheep, guys. Peace out.